David Barr asked us if there is any historical precedent for full tartan suits. They tend to be a love it or hate it kind of a thing for most people. But if you're going to go and really rock a tartan suit, which tartan would either of us pick?
Okay.
So,
full tartan kilt suit.
He is saying a kilt suit. Okay. I think we could also talk about a Saxon suit.
Sure. Is there historical precedent?
Absolutely. Yes.
Was it the Maclay prints or the
Maclay prints and a lot of photographic evidence? They definitely wore them in the 19th century.
Photographic or painting evidence?
Well, both.
Okay.
Maclay is an example of painting evidence,
yes.
but photographic, I'm saying I have images from like the 1850s on of guys in a tartan suit.
So yes, it is historically precedented.
Mm-hmm.
Is it common? No, not as much anymore. It's
a bit much for most people.
It's a bit much for most people. It's a bit try hard. That said, I don't mind it. If you're wearing Highland wear in a room full of suits or a room full of tuxedos, you're automatically kind of the peacock. You're the guy with all the bright colors showing off in proper Highland dress. If you are in a room full of guys in kilts, the guy with the tartan jacket, tartan vest, tartan kilt, Argyle hose, you're the king peacock in the room of peacocks.
Right.
So I think that there's room for it, but it's very much screaming, look at me. Some people have the personality to pull it off. If you are more reserved, I'd say I wouldn't do it. But if you're kind of loud, out there, charismatic character, then sure, give it a shot.
Yeah. Now, it is more common by far that you'll see, and we were just looking at some photos to this effect earlier, for a formal setting, someone wearing tartan kilt, tartan waistcoat, and a solid color jacket, like either like a black or velvet green velvet, like a doublet or an Argyle jacket. And it kind of like encapsulates everything and tones it down a little bit. So that's a very common look. But tartan everything, head to toe, that's a lot. Now, if I were going to do it, I would err on the side of caution and do a very dark, very muted tartan. I think some of the tartan tweeds could be really cool. One of those would be really neat. I mean, I think Nordic Heritage would be okay.
There's a photo we go to a lot of Alan Cumming wearing a full tartan outfit, which I like, in Cumming muted.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
I would specify if you're going to do a 3-piece, so kilt, vest, and jacket, I do the vest on the bias.
Absolutely.
So that it's a little, breaks it up a little bit.
Yes.
The secondary reason is if the stripe that's going down the front of the vest is not the exact same stripe that's going down the front of the kilt, it can look a little bit off. The vest is typically made with some darts in strategic locations, so it's less noticeable of breaking up the pattern if it's on the bias with the darts.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think of it that way.
I
don't think it needs to be dark, but it may help a little bit. A little bit more subdued. If it's Royal Stuart, might be a bit much, or a bright red modern tartan might be a bit much.
Yeah.
Would you mix and match tartans in a kilt?
So my gut reaction is that's a bad idea. I mean, I know you've said you've seen people do it occasionally and pull it off, like with a
McLean vest hunting and a McLean red jacket.
Yeah. So I guess if you have two tartans associated with the clan that are complementary enough, maybe you can get away with it. But I don't know. I think that's dangerous territory, personally.
I still wouldn't do it. Now, if we were going to wear full tartan suit head to toe, Mac will bring you in for this one as well.
Yeah, I kind of already answered, but I'll come up with another one.
What tartan? Well, you didn't get. We're going to go one tartan. This is your desert island where you need to be dressed formally in a full tartan outfit.
On the desert island.
On a desert island. What tartan would be the one and only?
My new favorite right now.
New current favorite of today
is the Grant 1714.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that new one that Lochcarron did with the Chief of Clan Grant. Got it. It was the Piper. It was based on a photograph, or not photograph, paintings of the Piper and somebody else from there.
The Grant Piper, very famous painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Kelly loves that one too. We saw it when we were over in Scotland in person, and we were
I
playing.
know. That's why I asked you today if we happen to have a swatch in the building.
Now,
and
it is pretty strong. That's a pretty strong tartan.
It is.
So that would be a statement.
It's moderate. It's the green isn't like bright bold green, but it's not super muted. It's kind of in the middle. Okay, so Grant, 1814 variant.
1714.
It's 1714. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Eric.
There's a few. The one you have, which is the Wilsons of Bannockburn, the Stuart.
Damn you. I'll think of another one really quickly.
I would, the Stuart, was it Stuart Hunting? Stuart of Appin Hunting?
It's
Stuart Old color. Yeah, Stuart Old.
Stuart Old, Wilson's Bannockburn colors.
I think it's gorgeous. I would love that. Like I said earlier, I would do Nordic Heritage in a heartbeat. I think that the new from the Genesis of Tartan collection, the Lost Tartan,
the brown one,
the one with the brown, I think that would be really good.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards darker, but
it's
you
based
know,
on a jacket too.
but they all pale in comparison to my dream tartan suit, which of course would be shepherd check.
Yes.
Get out. Get out.
Like 40 people all dressed in that together.
Oof. Oof. My
Like
eyes
just
are
static.
Yes. Okay, so
That's a power move right there. You wear that to the clan society meeting. Is like, you're gonna listen to me. I'm not leaving until you do what I want.
that is a spunky load of noodles.
With a purple tie, bright silk purple necktie.
Yes. You'd go over well in Northumbria.
Got him. Okay. Go ahead.
It's
For
also known
serious.
It's also known as the Northumbrian tartan.
It is indeed.
Yes.
It is indeed.
Yeah, I would say something. I kind of agree with you. Something a little bit more toned down, so it's not so bam in your face. I was going to say the Stuart Old Wilson's Bannockburn colors. I could potentially see, if we're going more the historical route, I could potentially see doing the Culloden historical collection from House of Edgar. It's based on the Culloden coat.
I know it's stronger than I personally would want, but
it's still
sure.
got a base like muted kind of color palette.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind that one. It's still colorful without being too much
obnoxious.
Without being obnoxious. I could also see doing a weathered, like Stuart Old weathered, like what Mac is wearing today. I could see doing that, but I would want more color in it. I wouldn't want it to just be brown and gray for the tartan that I'm wearing in a full suit. So I would probably say the Culloden, historical Culloden recreation tartan, whatever it's called.
Okay, here's the next weird question. What if you did same tartan, but for the kilt and the jacket, you do it in weathered, and then for the waistcoat, you do it in modern or muted on the bias?
I wouldn't.
Okay. It's a thought exercise. I wouldn't either.
Yeah, because the color... if you said ancient and modern, those are more complementary. Like the greens would pair well. But if you went to a muted green, which is like olive, has a lot of yellow in it, and then a modern with like a forest green or like a beer bottle green, it doesn't blend well together. So I wouldn't do it. So ancient and modern, I would potentially mix, and that's it. I don't think I would mix anything else. Mac, you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm kind of on that page. I also want them to be similar set sizes too.
That's a good point.
Something that is close in set size. So one's not like an exaggerated larger set. They're all similar. So I kind of went like thinking of like you talked about the Cumming tartan, like they're all very similar in set. Like I could see those two mixed together.
Yeah,
that way.
But I think I'm gonna go back a little bit and kind of touch on something you said earlier. I think if you're gonna do tartan as an outfit, and up top tartan as well as on the bottom half tartan, I still like the idea of a tartan waistcoat or tartan vest on the bias, and then a solid color jacket. So whether it's
classic,
whether it's a tweed jacket, or whether it's a for a smart day wear kind of look, or whether it's a velvet Sheriff Muir, or whether it's a black PC, I'd rather see a tartan vest on the bias, because it's a touch. It's something, but it's not overwhelming in your face.
Right.
It's just a little. It's a chef's kiss to it versus the look at me.
It's like I said, it kind of contains it.
Yeah.
It kind of reins it in, literally, because you have a dark color, solid color kind of surrounding it. So
Agreed. So, question of the day. Would you wear a full tartan outfit, or would you wear a tartan vest with a tartan kilt on the bias or not? Let us know your thoughts on this one particular. Would you wear tartan up top with and tartan on the bottom half with the kilt? I am curious. Let me know in the comments.
I have a tangential question.
So do I.
To that.
I just thought another one as well.
Okay.
You go first.
I'm curious if there's anybody out there who, go ahead, laugh now, goes both ways, and also does like Saxon suits. If you would wear a tartan suit.
That's literally the thing I was going to say. Was what about tartan pants?
Yeah.
Not trews, but tartan pants, trousers, with a tartan vest and or tartan jacket. So let's say you're going somewhere, or you don't want to wear your kilt because you don't have a full thing. But would you wear a full tartan suit? Would you wear a tweed? Now, okay, let's go down. We're halfway down the rabbit hole. Let's keep going.
Tangent.
Why turn back now? There's no room to turn around.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Okay.
No, right down.
Over the cliff.
Yep.
Which one of us is Thelma?
Okay. So I think I would wear tartan trousers and a tartan vest. Would I wear a tweed jacket with that, or would I wear a tartan jacket with that? Would I wear a tartan jacket with like a sweater vest and a dress shirt, like a plain color sweater vest and tartan pants? How crazy do we want to go with this? How much tartan is too much tartan?
Fair Isle jumper with a tartan pants and jacket.
I'm trying
and
to be
a purple
classy.
necktie.
Yeah.
No, I've actually always kind of thought the tweed, like a traditional tweed suit, trousers and jacket, and a tartan waistcoat was good because you get that pop, but the tweed balances it out, subdues it. I should. That would be my more conservative approach to this. But I'm not really into tartan pants. I'm not into tartan trousers personally. Doesn't do it for me.
Mac, would you wear tartan trousers and like a 3-piece tartan suit? Money is not a thing. We're just
we're just throwing all the chips forward. Like, I think if in a situation, let's say I was going to a wedding and not necessarily the bride, and I checked with the bride to see if it'd be okay if I wore my kilt, and they were like, "No, I'd rather not wear a kilt."
Right.
Like, I think that is a good alternative for something like that. So in that case, I could see doing something like that. If you're working in an office situation where you're more like, I don't know, not necessarily a lawyer, but somewhere where you have to wear more of a business outfit. Like, this might be a good way to just give yourself a nod in that direction. So I think there's definitely a space for it in those types of scenarios.
Yeah. Yeah. As much as we would like it to be, otherwise there are places and times where a kilt is not really considered what you should wear.
It gives it a good space for that.
Yeah, I am 100% of the mindset that if you are in a profession, and I'm going to take this beyond kilts. If you're in a profession where you're either sales or you're trying to attract sales or trying to be memorable for a particular reason. So if you're a realtor or if you're a salesperson or whatever, and you want to have like a signature look to your outfit, having a tartan piece of the outfit is 100% a great way to do that. Yeah. So I've often market having the kilted window washer guys. That's a marketing thing. A kilt, we have a customer who's a kilted realtor.
He has the kilted realtor. Yeah.
Let's say you're like, I don't know. Some customers may not want to have a realtor who wears a kilt because they might think it's weird. Fine, but maybe tartan pants, maybe a tartan blazer. Wearing something else. Who's the guy? Remember the show Law and Order? Mm-hmm. The original Law and Order. The guy, the same actor that is Mr. Big in Sex and the City. I forget the guy's name. North.
I'm gonna be bad at this.
Something North. Anyway, he wears. If you watch the original Law and Orders, he wears tartan neckties for every freaking show. Okay. Every show. He had
Chris North.
Chris North. I knew it. So he wears tartan neckties every episode of the show on Law and Order. That was his signature. Now, I assume he's just doing it on the show, but it's something to kind of, it's in the same way some guys like wearing a bow tie at the office because that's their thing. A
my friend
tartan
Solomon.
piece of your outfit could be a thing. Now, a tartan jacket is a bit loud. Tartan pants can be a bit loud. But
Yeah.
if you're wearing them, as we discussed, in slightly less in-your-face colors, it could be a thing. A black watch jacket would be nice.
I was gonna say I think
That's
more
pretty
darker.
classic, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, more darker
Yeah.
tartans. I think in this case,
Yeah.
really work out well for this scenario.
It's club wear.
Versus like a loud McLeod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But tartan jackets are definitely club wear. That I mean, like, you know, a country club setting.
Yeah.
Pretty common.
Yeah.
So
All right. Let us know in the comments. Would you wear a tartan jacket with pants, without, with a kilt, whatever? Would you wear any of that stuff we're talking about? Fight about it down in the comments. It's a good place to fight. Cool.